Let me give you another proper example. I wasn't meant to preach, don't want to preach, don't want to be a pastor. Being a pastor is hard. There are many other things that I could do that are a lot easier. I'm being honest with you. But there was a problem. You see, my parents had a miscarriage. My mom tells the story, but she's not here, so I'll tell it. They had a miscarriage. We're supposed to be 4. So the time when my mom was going to have me, she decides, I'm going to go to a Maurice Seru crusade and dedicate me before I showed up. She leaves the crusade. Her water breaks. She's on a bus. Because my mom had a miscarriage before, and people were saying, no, one of them was a doctor. No, you can push him out. It's okay. My mom said, no. I'm going to a hospital, to a room, and this will be done correctly. Her water's already broken. She's on a bus. She's in pain. I'm coming regardless. And I'm coming not knowing that the lady I'm coming out of already gave me to God. So no matter what I want to do, I'll end up here. I don't know that. That deal was made without me being present. They give birth to me. This is what people don't understand. And I'm going to help everybody, pastors included, all of you who are here. My parents never pushed ministry on me. Everything they pushed on me were value related, family related, legacy related, not ministry related. I told my dad, Dad, I love you dearly. I always love you. But I don't want to pastor a church. I don't want to pastor your church. I don't want to preach. You're looking at me, but you look at yourselves. I love you guys, but it's not easy. I didn't want to do it. But this is what you don't understand. My mom made a promise. He made a promise. They trusted the promise more than they trusted my intelligence. No. You didn't get what I said. They trusted the promise more than they trusted me. So even when I was going left, they were trusting a promise. Even when I said no, they were trusting a promise. They know Robert isn't choosing to be there. Robert isn't calling himself here. But we made a promise to somebody and someone and a God that is more powerful, more strong, more better.
I don't want you to stop. I want you to go on. But I want to inject this one in. When you mention something, trusting the promise more than the intelligence or more than what you see is the way to go. Because when Robert finished his high school at Kabira International School, he was the best in ICT. He was going to do ICT at Georgia Tech.
Ngagenda kola ICT ku Georgia Tech.
Those of you know the American universities.
Abamanyi universities za America.
And we also wanted to take him to another institution. And I was talking to General York, a friend of mine. I said, okay, where can I take my son to be raised to be a leader? And again, we never pushed ministry on him. He told us, you know, he's bigger than me. When your son is bigger than you, he said, Dad, I'm not in your ministry. You've been dragging me to church. Now I want to be a scientist. I'm going to do blah, 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 blah. I said, okay. The mom said, how can you say okay? You know, my wife is a little bit crazier than me. That's why all my children are crazy. They are like, so she said, I said, how could you say yes? How could you say it's okay? It's not okay. I dedicated him. She went, when she was, like he said, she was in London. She was about to deliver. She goes on a London tube bus, go to Maurice Serulo's crusade. Crazy. You're about to deliver in 2 days. Why do you go to crusade? Anyway, now, so he was dedicated, was prayed for, dedicated there. Then when he was born, Benson Idahosa came. We were up there. He prophesied over him. So for me, I trusted the promises of God. That's why sometimes when people say, this can't work, this will not work, I simply said, okay, okay, there is a bigger bear. There is a bigger bear. You may say whatever. So he said no. So we moved and moved and moved. And then I had a meeting at TBN. So I left the mom. I think I don't know where I left them. We went to TBN. I was with Utabwashe. I think I was doing a program on TBN. And Paul Crouch had never met him. He had never met him. And so we did a program. He turned to him. And what he does now, the man prophesied everything. Everything. And so when he was mentioning that, I said, you know, Robert, that's a message. You need to preach that. Either right now. How do we trust the promise more than the intelligence of what we see now? Because that's where the power of God is. When you trust what God has promised to you,